Another video so soon for you guys. My last effort at, or my last video was my first edited video for my channel. Just sort of trying to put something together for you guys. Nothing too exciting, but nothing too exciting in my videos anyway. That stainless steel tank for the motorhome. Just thought it might be worth trying to have a bit of a go at editing a video, my first one. Working Sunday again. Fairly typical for me to work weekends, fairly common to work Sunday especially. No such thing as a weekend when you work for yourself. Every day seems like a weekday. A bit of a family affair today, so I've got my son and my partner helping me out today. So I'll take you a bit of a look around at some of the things we'll be working on. I've got my son on the CNC Lathe, my partner over on the manual mill, and I'll be over on the manual lathe. So I'll just take you a bit of a look around at some of those jobs that we'll be doing. Not waste too much more time and just get into it. I've got the CNC lathe warming up at the moment, so a little bit of noise in the background, and we'll just work our ways through and just have a bit of a look around. So I'll come over to the manual mill first and just show you what's going on over there. I've got these extrusions to do, or my partner to do anyway. She usually likes to do these for me, just to help out wherever she can. So like she likes to own this job now, so that's good to get some help from her whenever she can. And a fairly straightforward job, but they need to be fairly very accurate. They need a slot cut in each end, so we have a slot cut in here and another one at the other end. I've been doing this job for probably close to 10 years. It comes in every month, so it's a nice job to have. A little bit of a rush job on this one. I can just gauge that by the way they're sort of throwing them in there. Normally they're all nicely stacked like this, but apparently someone made a bit of an error on assembling something, and now they've cut a fair few of them and want these done ASAP, so I've got to get these done. So half of the reason for working Sunday. As I say, it looks like they've sort of got going with them, and they said stuff it, we're just throwing it in the old house. So that's how they've come to me from the customer. I've got that part there, that's my samples to check them with. So they, as I say, they need to be very accurate, more so centre to centre. Widths are only critical to the width of the cutter, but the centre to centre measurement needs to be pretty well spot on. So swinging around on the manual mill, no setup on here yet, which I'll do straight after I finish this video. Just so I show you this little bit of a funny thing on here where I used this 25 by 25 mil piece of stainless, a 316 of all things, just a piece that just seemed to work out that I had sitting in the rack, and used this for my end stop. For some reason, I don't know why, my partner had ran the job a couple of times. She was obviously not a machinist, and she ran the actual cutter straight into this end stop, pretty much full rapid, whatever speed this machine can run at, nowhere near a CNC speed, but definitely moving, and ran it pretty much flat out into this, and you can sort of slowly see it disintegrating on there where it's hit this side and then just slowly got disintegrated as it sort of worked its way through. 316 stainless, of course, running at full speed straight into that. So she tried to blame me for that because I've just put a brand new cutter in this, so I said thanks very much for that. So brand new cutter straight out and another brand new cutter straight back in again. So, and then she was a bit, you know how you get a bit edgy after when you have a bit of an error like that. So she was a little bit edgy after doing the job after that. But she hasn't given up on the job, so it's great that she can help me whenever she can. So I'll get this job set up as soon as this video is finished. So a few of those extrusions to do. Just take you over onto the manual lathe now. Nothing much really going on over here at the moment. Just finished these parts here that my son will run through the CNC lathe. So all I've done is machine the ends. I'm looking at maybe doing this as a video, I'm not sure yet. I might do a sequence video of just showing you this fairly basic part. It's a part that I make to sell, so it's always a bit of a risk making parts and hoping someone's going to buy them. But around the end on the manual lathe, I can probably just show you, as I say, that might be a bit of a sequence where I can just show you the whole step by step without dragging on too long. I might do it as a video where I show you that. So I do these on the manual lathe. I've just got used to it, and it's a lot easier to run a 10 horsepower spindle than it is to run a near 25 horsepower spindle, just a radius to the end. So I whip through them pretty quick. As I say, I might do a video on that and you can sort of see how quick it goes. Just whip through a couple of them. I've left a couple down the bottom there where I can actually just include that in the video after I finish this one. I'll try and put a video together for you guys, and that'll be another edited video, which I'm starting to get used to. My next job on the manual lathe is running some nylon. Sit that up there, hopefully it doesn't roll off. I'll just bring the part up. So these are just oversized washers basically. So just put that up there. So that's where we finish up, to give you an idea. So we just run those off in sequence. I think we finish up with around about close to 250 of them. So it's a few, which is the same amount I've actually got of these. So my son's going to run those 250 of those. So I've just, as I say, just finished rounding the end of those off last night to get those ready to go through the CNC lathe. And my job is to run these. So not too bad a job. It's as you can see, it's as I mentioned, a nylon, oil immersed nylon, fairly expensive piece of material. I was organising the material myself for this, but as the price of the material started going up, I started putting the price up. The customer wasn't happy about the price going up, so I said to him, if you want to organise the material, I'll do the labour. So he's happy with that, so they're organising the material now. The last time I purchased this, a metre of it, so I've cut it in half, another piece down on the floor there, because I've only got a metre long lathe, so it won't fit in. I can't get in behind it to actually get into the end of it to be able to drill a hole through it. So getting back to what I was talking about, I think the last time I purchased this material was around about $380 per metre. So it actually, in some cases, nylon's more expensive than steel. It's unbelievable. So excuse me. That's my job. Straight after I finish this video, so I've got to hurry up and get this done because my partner's out at the moment. She's coming back, so she'll start getting panicked and want to get started on the aluminium job, and get my son come out and run these on the CNC lathe. So taking you back over to the CNC lathe, trying to show you a little bit without adding too much. Spindle's just warming up at the moment, as I mentioned. Just running slow in MO4, so it's running in reverse at the moment. I get a bit pedantic about this machine. Just kill that spindle now, anyway, it doesn't need to be on for that long. Come out before breakfast, get the machine fired up. I work all the slideways, so I run it in X and Z just to give all the slideways, ball screws, give them a nice wipe of oil, so the automatic lube's running the whole time. I probably mentioned this before in other videos, but just get it warmed up and then run forward and slowly increase the speed. Pedantic, but it is my machine, so I want to look after it. Pretty much, hopefully it'll last longer than me. I don't think there's any plans on my son running my business. It'd be nice if he did. There'd be a nice smooth transition for him to take over, but as with some of your children, they're not interested to follow after you, so up to him if he wants to or not wants to, what he wants to do, his choice. But it would be nice, I suppose, a bit of a dream if he did take over my business or some version of it, but anyway, he has to follow his own path. But anyway, until he's old enough to make his own decision about what he wants to do, I get him out here occasionally and get him on this machine particularly, nice straightforward, just a typical machine operator, change the parts over, close the door, press the button, so fairly straightforward job, nothing too high-tech about it. So the part that's running in that is those handles I've just shown you over there. As I say, first thing I do is round the ends. So then they come over here and we go through a sort of bit of a sequence without dragging on too long. Come from rounding the end on the manual, and then on this end we machine the end profile on here, so it gets cut on the OD, faced, spot, drilled and tapped. So it's got an M6 thread in the centre there, has a cap that goes on the end of it, and then on the next setup we run this groove and this thread, the Acme thread, which I've got a video on my channel to show cutting Acme threads on a manual lathe. So obviously I'm doing those in the CNC now. Why would I do them on the manual lathe? You can do them, but it is very time consuming and then pretty mind numbing, so it's good to be able to do that. So these get done in the setup, so I'm holding that in the chuck about here, and then I do another setup where I extend the part out, which I've got to stop inside the liner inside the actual hollow of the CNC. Why I'm telling you this, just for the sake of it. And then we hold the part about here, cut the groove, and then cut the thread, as you can see up there. So I have a landing in there, something I've just got used to doing with the manual lathe. It probably doesn't need it with a CNC, but I'd rather have a landing rather than just the thread finishing, where the tool can just run up and just hit that landing there. I just sort of just do this video just for the sake of it anyway, just to a bit of a, I can't say typical day, but it can be anyway, where I've got my partner or sometimes my son helping me. I've got some jobs that I can get him doing, and well, it'd be nice to think that he would be start to show interest, but the only thing he's interested in is playing his tablet. So he's just at that age still where he doesn't have to take responsibility for anything, so he's not interested to do anything he doesn't have to. So But just sort of, as I say, thought I'd just shoot this video, not too long, straight after one I've just posted. Just this one's just a shoot and post video, so nice and easy. This one, just a Sunday morning in the shop, and I'll get over and set this up before my partner comes back and starts panicking about getting the setup done. She gets pretty pedantic about keeping everything exactly on time. She's pretty crazy for her way of getting things done ASAP. Probably a good motivational coach for me, I guess. She probably works harder than me, to be honest. But anyway, that'll do for this video. I just thought I'd just show you a bit of a look around. Typical sort of, can be a typical day. Otherwise, that'll do for this video, and I might look at doing that video as far as running the job through and just in sequence of making those parts here. We'll see how we go. Anyway, another edited video, which I'm not really crazy about, but having time for them. But otherwise, I'll just sign off at that, and we'll wind it up. And for those interested, I'll just put a link at the end of this video for the Acme thread, for those who are interested to do, well, threading in general. I've got a couple of threading videos on my channel for those guys who are interested about doing threading on a manual lathe. Otherwise, that'll do for this video, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye for now.